I know he's going to go down as the best pass catcher, but I think with another natty, he enters the stratosphere of greatest Ohio State player ever. So we decided to drop the Bleacher Report episode yesterday on the YouTube channel, but we still wanted to make sure that we kept like a content slot, or gave you guys some content for today. So this is Kris and Ron from my basement.
Yeah.
Obviously, like those who turned into the watch party yesterday kind of, were around and saw all that. But Ron, it's funny, I was on the phone with a Miami guy who was talking about, don't let them get in the playoffs because it's Miami, whatever. And you said when I was on the phone, it was like, this kind of feels like a natty a little bit, dude. Ohio State takes care of business, and we got to keep it pretty buttoned up on the Bleacher Report, but here we do not, dude.
No, and I said it feels like it doesn't feel like we just won a natty. It feels like I can finally enjoy last year's natty to the fullest.
Last year's Natalie.
Last year's Natalie. Yeah, we can't talk about her on Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I can't talk about Natalie on Bleacher Report.
No, we can't. We can finally enjoy. Because I was halfway between national championship and natty. So, but yeah, it just feels like the monkey's off our back.
Yeah.
We can finally breathe the sigh of relief. And my thing is, who can talk to us now?
I mean, no one, right?
No one has anything. We've never beaten the University of Florida, but they got bigger fish to fry.
I'm gonna say they're going through, like, they're in turmoil right now. They're about to hire John Summerall. Like, Lane Kiffin was hugging the AD after the game yesterday. Hey guys, while you're here, make sure you like and subscribe. We are on the way to 5,000 subs, and drop an OH in the chat for me. Every like, every comment helps us, and thank you again. Go Bucks. Florida, yeah. Florida didn't even worry about us. They got so much bigger fish to fry.
So many more things. I guess Georgia, they might have something to say about that. Because if the Buckeyes win a national championship, I'm naming us the best program in the sport. Like, I respect national championships. I respect what Kirby's done. Okay. But if Ryan Day is chasing a three-peat with returning the best wide receiver we've seen in Ohio State history with a first-round pick at quarterback, like, are you betting against the Buckeyes next year?
And I guess I want to get there, but I guess naturally, it's funny, just go, peel back the curtain. Ron and I did a watch party. Our watch parties are always so funny because we're a small crew, and so we have to, record, we're recording while also working and getting ready for the game, and so we really don't get to exhale. And so honestly, this pod is the closest we've been to exhaling all day.
We really haven't even talked because to really peel back the curtain, I drove in to Akron from Pittsburgh this morning. We got here, we're setting up the initial shot. We're on camera within, 20 minutes of me being here. We record the entire post game, and then we record the entire live stream for the entire game. We're live during post game. We're even taking shifts on hey, take your mic off, go ahead and eat pizza on stream. I'll talk to the camera. I ran a halftime space. You did a Q&A on the YouTube during halftime and during the game, and then immediately after, we're setting up the shot, moving the entire shot from the living room
to the wall,
to the wall,
to the waterfall, dude.
I thought I was about to break out into Little John lyrics, but I don't want to get us a copyright. So we moved the entire shot over there, record Bleacher Report post game. I'm doing all the metadata to get Bleacher Report out on YouTube, and you're upstairs recording with Zach, and all during that time, we're still tweeting, we're still getting content out everywhere else, post to the YouTube community. It's just, these days, Saturdays are, I don't think people understand how busy our Saturdays are as creators. There were comments during the live stream man, you guys are boring. I'm this is what a Saturday for us looks like. Kris is clipping up content, editing videos. I'm doing graphics for Bleacher Report, trying to get tweets off, graphics just for the timeline. And then all while trying to make sure that we're getting our long-form content out there and our main priority on Saturdays, which is Bleacher Report.
But now that the game is over, we've done all that, dog. I guess for me, it's an exciting time because, I can now enjoy everything because the win over them means a lot. That's who you want to beat. You want to beat them. They. Obviously, were a nuisance. I hated how they won last year. I dislike how their fan base reacts on Twitter. I dislike that our national title last year was tainted by not beating them. And I hate that for a calendar year, Ohio State fans were forced into the what would you rather have, beating Michigan or winning the Natty, when it's no, we should have both.
Both of them.
Both of them. Like, I don't want to pick and choose. It's not poverty. We're not balling on a budget. Like, I want both of them. And the fact that, like, the 3 receivers who Michigan people made fun of for, what do you build, the 7-on-7 team? It's like, well, you need receivers to win championships. And the fact that these 3 receivers did their thing and, like, Bo Jackson did their thing. And just, like, it's really vindicating. And I feel like, honestly, dude, like, I don't know where you're at. I feel like this community, and like 95% of this community's takes kind of hit this today.
I feel like Buckeye fans, and I think like this has been the situation all year, Buckeye fans have understood this team more than anyone else in the country because going all the way back to like people asking the questions like, well, what about this defense? You guys are replacing 8 starters on the defensive side of the ball. And it's like, oh, no.
We know who's behind them.
Like, we know who's behind them. Like, they were playing. I mean, you watched the Michigan game last year. You see Arvell Reese all over the field. You see Jermaine Matthews out there. These are guys that were getting snaps, and we criticized this coaching staff in years past about them not getting young guys ready, and these guys have been developed. I mean, we watched the turnover in 2021, guys that sat behind starters for years finally get their opportunity as juniors and seniors, and it not look like what people expected because they weren't getting the reps. And now we have Kenyatta Jackson, Caden Curry, and the rest of these guys.
He looks so good. We didn't talk about him in Bleacher Report, but you're right. We need to continue. But Kenyatta looked crazy, dude.
Crazy. And again, that narrative about, we had Jeremiah Smith going crazy. We had Brandon Ennis get a touchdown, Kenyatta Jackson. A lot of kids from Florida up here in the snow with long sleeves on, balling out.
Yeah, which means like the Mick and Ryan Day and the culture feels really good. And for Michigan, like this is the ultimate look in the mirror because like Ohio State kind of beat you with your own punch separately. So it's unique, man. I'm glad. I'm excited. I'm almost at a loss for words. Where I'm like covering a win, and this game is something that I started to wonder would I ever get to fucking do. Bro?
I feel like I'm running out of like the whole reason why we really picked up a microphone is I felt like there were things happening within the program and like
that
people
needed more attention.
Yeah, people were afraid to criticize the program and really speak out about things that really weren't going right. And you look at what's happening now, and it's like, what do you want me to say? You guys are doing everything that I asked because like it's like when you get like when parents get frustrated with their kids like over their grades, like I know you can do better.
I know you can do better.
I know you. I know you're smarter.
And now you're doing better. Now
you're doing better. Yeah, exactly. We don't have to talk about your grades anymore because you're doing what you need to do. And like that's from top to bottom. That's this NIL. That's the coaching staff. Like Ryan Day's hiring, the replacement of 2 coordinators, the development at quarterback. Like they are clicking on all cylinders. And one of the things that plagued Ryan Day early on that started this downward trend of losing to Michigan for 4 straight years was a lack of a defense. And not only has Ryan Day had 2 top defenses, and they still lost last year, but it is not a Achilles heel of the Ryan Day program anymore. It's not Ryan Day has evolved him. He's moved from the Lincoln Riley conversations of, okay, you're a great quarterback developer. You're a great head coach on one side of the ball. Are you going to get the coordinator hires right? Are you going to get the supporting staff right? And are you going to be able to recruit trenches and toughness to match the type of style that you're willing to play on offense? And I feel like Ryan Day has proven this year, like, we can do it all.
It's the separator thing, right? Like, are you an OC cosplaying as a head coach? Or are you actually a head coach? And, like, he's crossed over. And then he crossed over last year.
And I think he might have even taken another step past that into the CEO role, giving up the play calling.
Bingo.
Because you see Sark kind of in that
Sark is stuck there. Sark is actually, remember at this point, Sark is closer to Lincoln Riley than he is to Ryan Day.
Absolutely. And, I mean, you see Texas fans coping on the timeline saying, hey, Sark just has a Ryan Day and Kirby problem. It's smoke for the rest of y'all. And it's like, all right, but that's kind of, I mean.
That shit's so corny, dude. Holy hell.
Was anyone shooting us bell when it was like Ryan Day
has a Michigan problem?
No, it was smoke for everybody else. Like, oh, you're going to hold it against Ryan Day that he lost the national championship to
the best.
How do you pronounce this guy's name, Chris? Nick Saban? Hey, what are we talking about?
No, that's real deal, dude. Holy hell. Nah, he did it, man. And honestly, like, it's funny because if this holds, right, and if he does have the Michigan problem off his back, I think that makes him the best coach in America.
I think he needs it. I have too much respect for what it takes to win a national championship to supplant Kirby and put Ryan Day ahead of him. And that's kind of like my thing.
Well, I've supplanted Kirby because he has the mental block that it might feel like Ryan Day no longer has.
See, I need to see Ryan Day at least even the score on rings before I'm ready to have that conversation. For the same reason why, I called James Franklin a bozo. I call, who's the Minnesota's head coach? PJ Fleck, he's a bozo. I have no problem criticizing these head coaches that aren't even able to get on to the stage, and then you criticize Dabo and what's happening at Clemson, but he's been to the mountaintop. How many of these guys have shown an inability to actually even get to that mountaintop? So until I see people do that, all right, no, it feels like this is a prove it time in the sport for coaches to now. Who are these next set of greats? Who's the next Urban Meyer? Who's the next Nick Saban? Who is this next generation of championship-winning coaches? Because we only have 3 in the sport, and it feels like Dabo's phasing out. But I'm not ready to anoint anyone without hardware ahead of Dabo until I see it, because they're all in that bozo pool for me.
Well, I guess since Ryan Day got the hardware, I'll put him up there. And for me,
oh no, he's definitely out of that pool.
Yeah, so for me, it's I think Ryan Day's the best in the sport. I think Kirby's second, and I think until Kirby Smart gets rid of that mental block, because even the championships that he won, what was it because? Marvin Harrison Jr. injury, Jamison Williams injury, because the time before when you played JMO, it was the time before you played JMO went belt to ass on you guys.
When you watch the NFL right now, is Marvin Harrison Jr. the biggest injury that helped Kirby Smart win a national championship?
Yeah,
Jason Smith-Njigba was on the sidelines in street clothes during that.
Yeah,
game.
that too. So it's your national titles came in years where A, you couldn't beat Bama, and B, you got helped out with incredible injuries. For me at least, I feel today, here we go. And I guess maybe the better way to phrase it is, if you were going to start a program today, separate program, Ron State University, who's your head coach?
How about we set a better scenario? Slippery Rock goes D1 and they hire Ron James.
Ron James, the AD. You have a limited budget. You could pay any coach $1 billion. Who you taking?
I'm giving Ryan because I'm biased. But at the same time, if someone took Kirby, I wouldn't blame them.
Okay.
Just because
I wouldn't blame them, but we would beat them.
Do you feel like Ryan Day's ready to take the crown from Kirby? Do you think he has to do it against him? Do you think people the way people talk about Steelers Super Bowls and they say, well, they never had to go to the Patriots. Every time they won a Super Bowl, they were able to avoid Tom Brady. Are they going to start saying that about Ryan Day? Does he need to get through Kirby Smart?
Well, I guess I don't think he needs to get through Kirby Smart, right? Because for Kirby Smart to get to the mountaintop, does he have to win one where he goes through Bama?
He did, didn't he?
Beat
them in an Natty.
That's
his only time beating them, isn't it?
Yeah, but a JMO-less Bama team, that Bama team was about to go crazy on them until he got hurt.
Do you think people look at that with an asterisk the way that we look at the Michigan national championship? Which one do you think gets more of a side eye when you're talking about fraudulent championships, a national cheating scandal or a generational wide receiver speed getting hurt in a game?
Well, I do the thing where I overanalyze SEC podcasts, but Bama and Georgia fans both talk about that a lot. And here's why. It's because after Nick Saban left, he still couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
It's because he's got 2 straight losses to Kalen DeBoer on top of it. It's a different kind of mental block.
But the
thing
there's
against
a coach that you have a crush on that also had 2 straight losses to Kalen DeBoer.
Dan Lanning, yeah, he does. But
why are we talking about Caleb?
No. But Dan Lanning's in that second tier. I'm just talking about the Alabama problem. Yeah, no, you're right. But anyway, back to Ohio State. Took care of Michigan. Now they got Indiana. I think there's nothing that can deny this team until you get to the postseason. Not even Indiana. Okay, well, let me stop freeze right there. Do you like how they won? And then do you like how the game closed when they won? And I'm talking about on the field, Michigan going to the 50-yard line.
It was. I thought it was. That's how it should be. You saw the emotion on the field, but it didn't go. You didn't have to get the police involved. Mm-hmm. I thought that's what the end of the rivalry should look like. A little bit of pushing and shoving, some screaming, a lot of sad faces, and a lot of smiles on the Buckeye side. Jumping into the crowd and seeing that sea of red supporting the players.
That was sick, dude.
I talk about. I text our 50 called before the show. Our Miami, one of our Miami friends.
Shout out Category 6 Sports.
Shout out to Category 6 Sports and our guy Gmo and Juju and all those guys over there. And I'm in a group chat with those 2 guys, and I always mess with them because they're big Miami fans, and I'm like, I don't think you understand what it means for me as an Ohio State fan to see Jeremiah Smith and these other guys that aren't from Ohio embrace this rivalry
the way
like
they do.
that. Because like when I see Jeremiah Smith being held up by someone in the scarlet and gray and he's cheesing ear to ear after beating Michigan in the cold, like this is a kid that ran hills in Florida. 80, 90 degree weather in Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His recruitment edits had palm trees in him, and he's has an Under Armour on right now, and he's up in the stands being held by Ohio State fans. He's flipping off Michigan fans.
Posted it.
We talked about, me and Cam had this discussion. I said Jeremiah is going to go down as the greatest wide receiver ever at Ohio State by the time it's all said and done. And he was like, if he has a moment in the game. And like, I feel like being a part of ending this streak was a huge part of that. And just an overall special moment seeing, Devin Sanchez's dad with the belt out.
That was really cool.
Again, like that's talking about like people embrace like the culture that Ryan Day has built here, because understanding what this rivalry means and coming from a family from Texas that was so bought into the recruiting process, and you see it playing out on Saturday that like even that's where Jermaine. I'm speculating here, and we'll have to get confirmation.
I think that's where Jermaine Matthews got a belt.
I think that's where Jermaine Matthews got a belt because we
they're linked in some way.
They're linked in some way, but just to see a family from Texas buy in to the recruiting process so early and then still now so bought into this rivalry, it just shows why it's the greatest rivalry in sports. And when I talk about these Ohio kids and what it means to them, and Bo Jackson and Arvell Reese and the way that they were,
those two, I'm really proud of those two today.
It's super proud to see them and understand these kids from Ohio and what it means to the state of Ohio to win this game, but also to see the culture that Ryan Day built, that a Caleb Downs, a Jeremiah Smith, a Devin Sanchez
got their first win.
Got their first wins, but also they understand, they bought in, this rivalry means everything. And for them to buy into it, I feel like that's what makes this rivalry special, because it means so much to everyone. And once you're here, you're a part of it too.
And then here we go, Tim Walton, part of the John Cooper teams. He's never beat Michigan, not even as a player. So for him, this has to be the ultimate relief, because he's never been on that side. He's probably feeling like he's the fucking curse, right? You're talking about Chris Drew's the curse. Tim Walton was there, and they never beat Michigan. Left, was in the NFL, they were beating Michigan's ass. Comes back, they can't beat Michigan, and now he finally does it. It's got to feel a relief for him, too, and I'm glad that his unit obviously got the belt out. I mean, Devin Sanchez, his dad having the belt is what we were talking. Like, all that stuff, like, feels really, really good and cool. And again, like, I'm really proud of that group, so.
So another group that I'm super proud of as a whole, regardless of geography, these freshmen.
Yeah.
Like
that was my take this week. Whatever team, whatever group of true freshmen plays better will win the game. You know how many catches Andrew Marsh had?
Oh, I need to check the box score. Did Samaj Morgan have a catch?
No.
So, stat of the day. In all-time receiving stats from the game, in all-time history.
Jesus.
Ron James ranks higher than Samaj Morgan.
Yeah.
I am currently ranked with 0
catches
yards.
for 0 yards.
Zero catches for 0 yards in the game, and Samaj Morgan has -5 yards in the rivalry. And this is a guy that had the nerve to put the camera to his face last year and say, I said what I said.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After talking crazy the year before,
Marv.
he said
18's a bitch.
18's a
6
bitch.
is a bitch.
6 is a bitch.
Head coach is a bitch.
Ryan Day's a bitch.
Yeah.
And then the following year, he put the camera to his face and said, I said what I said. Well, I said what I said.
Yeah.
5 more yards than you, buddy. And the way your fan base talks about you, you might not even get a chance to play in next year's game.
That shit's crazy. I can't stand him. Okay. I know we're all in agreement. Jeremiah Smith's going to go down as the best Ohio State receiver ever, right?
Yes.
I'll go a step further.
I'm not ready to do that, because
I know JSN might have had a better whatever, but it doesn't.
He's going to go down as the all-time greatest receiver at Ohio State for what he's going to be able to do, given his championships and the success. But I still think there's a conversation as far as pure talent until we see once he hits the league.
No, I don't think there's a conversation of pure talent. I think maybe effectiveness, but not pure talent.
Okay.
I don't think JSN's near the talent that Jeremiah is.
You don't think? I mean, from a talent perspective, I don't think he has the physical tools that Jeremiah Smith has. So I mean,
so I think we're gonna get physical tools mixed with the resume too, and the effectiveness. I do love like JSN's ball skills, but I won't. I think that Jeremiah is more talented. I think JSN's a little bit more effective right now.
So they asked them about his wide receiver Mount Rushmore at Ohio State.
Did he have JSN 1?
JSN was the second name that he said.
Who did he say first?
Come on now, Jerry Emig taught him well.
Oh.
You already know what he says every time he's asked about an Ohio State receiver. What's the first name he says?
Who did you say?
Chris Carter.
Oh, okay. Fair.
And again, that's something that I love. Like you grew up watching.
Well, wait. Don't no. Wait, let me get back on. It's I know he's gonna go down as the best pass catcher, but I think with another natty, he enters the stratosphere of greatest Ohio State player ever.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to then talk, if he wins a natty and he beats Michigan one more time, you're talking about a 2-1 record against Michigan, and then you're talking about the single best player on 2 national title teams. And so then I think you remove the wide receiver thing, and I think you start to hear Jeremiah Smith's name mentioned with Pace, with Spielman, with, I mean, even Troy, but Troy's kind of like a more cultural hero. I think that is the caliber. Cat, like if he wins another national title,
Archie.
Yeah, Archie. If he wins another national title, you now like remove the receiver tag. We are now talking about Jeremiah Smith, one of the greatest Ohio State football players ever, and then you're going to see an all-time team, an all-decade team, an all-century team, and it's going to be Reggie Bush at running back, and it's going to be Jeremiah Smith on the outside. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're watching right now.
Chris, if Jeremiah Smith, if your scenario plays out there, are we not going to be having that same conversation about where they stand in the pantheon given 2 national championships at Ohio State?
Yeah.
Ryan Day.
Yeah, the Ryan Day one, he'll have to overcome. I think he'll have to get back in the winning column against Michigan. I think that is how you kind of keep the rivalry alive.
Do you count the OC year?
I personally do, because they haven't vacated. Wait, do I count the OC year? Oh, no, I don't. Be the head coach. Win as the head ball coach, right? If you wouldn't have lost the way you lost 4 straight years, I'd be like, all right, I count the OC year, but no, like win it as the head coach.
2 OC years.
Yeah, 2 OC years, because 17, 18. Yeah. We're watching this Tennessee Vandy game. It's been wildly entertaining. Looks like Vandy's about to score again. Yeah. But is there anything else you want to hit, or you just feel good?
Yeah, I just wanted to get some content out because I figured.
Yeah.
Hey,
Diego Pavia.
Here comes his mom on the TV.
Yeah, she was. Never mind.
Don't get us.
What is that?
I don't know. I saw a lot of people doing that today.
Kenyatta was doing that today.
Yeah, is that?
I thought it was the Money Manziel thing. Oh, he just threw the highs, but now it's
Money
cool.
Manziel is.
Oh, it's this, but I guess maybe it's the.
Maybe they're making it rain.
I don't know.
Are we
maybe.
old?
I don't know. Maybe we're aged out. But anyway.
6.
I saw the committee guy do that, and I was like, wow, dude, this is crazy.
It's so
unserious.
Q said it's dead. He was like, once you see little kids doing something, you already know what the next thing is. Old people, and that's when things die.
The news lady at the radio station did it. But anyway, any final thoughts on Ohio State, Michigan?
No. Finally exercise our demons, and yeah.
And go Bucks, dude.
Go
oh,
Bucks.
my God.